Hey, Jay Walter.
How's it going?
Really well. Is your name from something, or is that your name?
It's from Arrested Development.
Oh, dang
okay.
it.
Yeah,
I didn't get that at
makes
all.
sense.
Wait, who is it, Arrested Development?
He's the one-armed man who George Sr. always hired to
That's
teach
why
people
you
lessons.
always make your screen name a reference to a funny sitcom.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Nailed it.
Okay, here's a question for you, Jay Walter and Kyle.
Okay.
I was recently doing a lot of hiking over there in South Dakota. Had a wonderful time. And we went on this one hike, and my girlfriend, who might be able to hear me upstairs, but she asked, like, okay, of all the revivals of like TV shows and movies, what's the most successful one or the best one? Like, is there any example of a storyline specifically being picked back up years and years and years later, and it's better than it was before?
Watchmen.
That's true, but I like same media, you know, like jumping from graphic novel. But that's a very interesting example. Yeah, that's probably up there. Because I was thinking like, well, there's reboots that I think are better, like Battlestar Galactica and stuff. But the same
what do you
story.
think? Okay, I haven't seen it, but it's probably the Deadwood movie, based on everything that I've heard.
I think that's a great contender. Yeah, I thought about that one. I haven't watched it either, but I remember people really loved it.
I am doing research by watching Cobra Kai because the game mill that I work for is releasing a Cobra Kai game.
Oh, really?
And like I'm not really particularly nostalgic for Karate Kid. I don't really. I think I've
never
seen the first one, but like I'm enjoying the show. Like I saw someone tweet sort of an idea about it of like, what if the characters of Karate Kid treated, you know, that pivotal moment in their high school experience as important to their lives as everyone who watched that movie.
That's a funny idea. Yeah,
because like they're old men. Like one of them owns a car dealership, but they're still like, yeah, I kicked your ass in that tournament back in the day, and it works. It's a pretty fun show.
I've watched that tournament in my mind hundreds of times, just like everybody's watched Karate Kid.
Yeah. That's kind of the approach, and it works better than I expected it to, for sure.
Yeah. People in the chat are saying Twin Peaks, which is a good example. I'm not a big Twin Peaks guy, but do people see The Return as being better? Certainly better than season 2. Is that the idea? Not season 1, or better than season 1? I guess I don't have a frame of reference for that.
I know Leo does.
Oh, okay. Doctor Who, says Brian Keys Jr. That's, I was off air for a while, I guess. I think that's a pretty good one. Yeah, you're right. What do you think about this example? What about Star Trek original series and then going to like Wrath of Khan? You know, I know the motion picture was fine, but then does that count as better than Star Trek, as like the Star Trek movies?
I'm not a Star Trek guy.
Okay.
Never really.
I think that's a really good answer, because I think that's a good, maybe one of the first examples of a revival, because the show was not a hit when it was on the air. It only became popular because of syndication. So they were like, they saw an opportunity to bring it back. Now that's all the rage. Everyone's doing that. But I think Star Trek was like among the first probably, and Wrath of Khan's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, what about... yes.
Hear me out here.
Take it.
What about Star Wars?
Well, not exactly, you know, but you can keep trying. What about...
Here's a controversial one. Blade Runner 2049.
Excellent.
Oh, wait, it's not 2049. What is it? It's 20...
That's
whatever.
49.
You know what I mean.
It's 49.
Is it 49? Okay.
Yeah,
you're correct.
I enjoy that new movie more than the original.
Yeah, I guess there's... Yeah, I'm trying to think. Just like making a sequel to a movie, I guess that fits the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking Mad Max Fury Road, but the continuity of Mad Max is already so wonky that you can't really. But yeah, I like Blade Runner 2049 more than the
Fury
original
Road.
too.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But I think picking up the storyline is kind of where that really loses it.
That's a reboot. Yeah.
Right.
Kyle,
you can't say like Batman and Robin to Batman Begins. Like that's not fair, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. What about controversial? I don't fully believe this. I believe aspects are better than the original. I think there's a case to be made for Dragon Ball Super. I think the writing and the localization in Dragon Ball Super is better than Z, even if the fights and the larger storylines I don't think are at that level, but comedically, you know, there's elements that surpass it.
I mean, how many years after GT was Super?
I mean, 15
or 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair then.
It was a while.
That's totally fair.
Okay, I'm glad it holds up. But please let us know in the chat, in the comments, the revival's continuing storyline that is better than the original. This is controversial too. Hang on, now it's so controversial I don't think I want to say it, but qualifiers, controversy noted. The Roseanne reboot, like, I watched a lot of Roseanne as a kid, and I watched that first episode of the reboot and was like, this is better than I expected. Obviously, after that, it went off the rails, and I'm not defending Roseanne in any way. But, like, that reboot was solid for that season.
Oh, Hannibal. Hannibal is a good one.
Oh, did they pick that back up?
No, I mean...
Just like from Silence of the Lambs?
Or, I mean, does that not count because it's like kind of a different continuity?
Yeah, I guess. That's tough. Yeah, people...
I do have a question, though.
We're pretty busy here, Jim. Okay, yes, take it away. This was just a clip from MinnMax, which is our weekly Q&A for supporters on Patreon. Every Monday, we stream for what we call the High Council, and we answer any question they have about the game industry, our past, MinnMax's future, and on the last Sunday of every month, we actually have a call-in version of MinnMax. So check out patreon.com/MinnMax2Ns, and please give it a shot. Thanks so much.